So I don't know about you guys, but to me, it looks like SoFi stock is about to go crazy. The charts look really good, and I want to do an update in this video, go over obviously the charts, what I'm looking to do, and where I see it going moving forward. And later in the video, if we have time, we'll break down the indexes, which by the way, they're all in the red as the volatility index is spiking up almost 11%. So we have a lot to cover today, guys. Run those likes up. Make sure to subscribe and get your free stocks from Moomoo, up to 15 stocks with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And for now, your uninvested cash will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, that's unheard of. That's a no-brainer. So again, check out the link down below or simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And of course, that is an affiliate link. You get some free money and it also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get right into the video. So check it out. SoFi, although it is down right now about 0.6%, down about 5 cents, again, in the midst of an overall red day where the Dow's down, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, you name it. Although it is down a little bit, we actually broke out of the highs from Friday by a nice margin, actually. We hit about $8.38 to 40 cents on Friday. That was the high. And this morning, guys, we hit $8.52. We broke out, and then we actually double topped at about $8.50, $8.52. We sold off a little bit, and now we're consolidating at around $8.30, $8.35, which was the low from today in the pre-market. Also after the market on Friday, and a lot of the second half of the day on Friday. So the fact that we broke out of the highs from Friday, now we're pulling back a little bit, and we're holding a critical support from Friday. That's a very good sign in the short term for the bulls, that maybe we could be getting ready for a pop to retest 850, dare I say, break out of that point. So notice how, again, we're holding these, these lows from Friday, or at least one of the lows from Friday. We hit about 830. That's a good sign here. And now we're gearing up for a pop. Literally right now, it looks like it, right? We're getting out of the moving averages on this intraday chart, and I think the breakout spot would come around $8.35 to 36 cents. If we're able to get out of this point in the very short term, we're talking here, guys, then we could get ready for something like this, right? Maybe a move back towards 850, maybe higher than that. So let me set my alert for now in the very short term here, guys. I'm talking, I'll put it at $8.38. A bit specific there, yes, 838. We'll see if we get out of there. And again, from there, mid-8s, high-8s is where we could be going. So intraday chart, although we are red, it looks pretty good. And guys, we got to cut it some slack. I mean, SoFi went on a heater on Friday especially, and it started heating up a little bit on Thursday heading into close. So it makes sense that we're cooling off a little bit today. I think we went up like 7% on Friday, maybe a little bit over 7%. So this outlines just how big that move was on the chart. We can see a golden cross, right? We're above the moving averages, which is good. Actually slightly under the 50 SMA, but or earlier we were above it. Which is good. So, yeah, this clearly shows that the bulls are still in charge on SoFi on the 5-day, 5-minute. On the 10-day, obviously, we're still in charge. Bulls are. Nobody's doubting that. We have a golden cross well above the moving averages. And on the 20-day chart, we almost took the highs out. Almost. We got a penny shy of taking out the highs from the middle of last month. We're talking about 3 weeks ago at this point. SoFi hit 853, and again we hit 852 this morning. So we almost took that out, and that's pretty much it's like the final boss right now in the short term, guys. You know that, the final boss in video games, it's so hard to beat that final boss. SoFi's final boss right now on the charts in the short term is 850, 855, right? That's a big spot on this time frame, and you can see it on this 4-hour one as well. We hit 850 back in the end of April, right? We also hit roughly 850 end of August. So it's the final boss. If we're able to get out of there, guys, I've been saying this for months, not even months, really in the last couple videos about $8.50. If we're able to get out of there, I'm thinking a wide open gap up to about $9.15 to about $9.20 initially, then $9.45 after that. I think those gaps could easily fill. And full disclosure, I'm long. I mean, you guys know that. I'm in Sofi. My average cost across 2 accounts, I think, is at $680, something like that in that ballpark. And, we're gearing up, man. We're gearing up for that full-on breakout. And we're also noticing some very critical things on this chart. We outlined this in my previous update, I believe, but to reiterate it in this one, we have a cup and handle on Sofi, clear as day, cup handle. You guys see that. Now we're testing the top of that, being about 840, 850. Another big reason that level needs to break. And we also have an ascending triangle. Do you guys see this right here? Clear cut ascending triangle, which again, it comes back down to 850. 850 needs to break, and then boom, that triangle is going to play out beautifully, and we could get a big move, maybe heading into earnings. Earnings are coming up here at the end of the month, 29th, before the market opens, end of the month. Guys, we have about 3 weeks until earnings. Could this break out heading into earnings? Totally. It totally could, and again, I'm looking for that 850 break. From there, 950, that general range is where Sofi could be going. So I'm loving the way this is looking right now, even though it's slightly in the red. All right, even though we have a bit of a red day in the stock market, it is what it is. It looks pretty good. And by the way, you guys remember, we got the non-farm jobs data on Friday, unemployment rate. Both of those numbers came in better than expected, and that caused a huge move in the overall stock market on Friday. So you got to let it cool off a little bit for the indexes, right? You got to let the indexes cool off a little bit. It's not the end of the world. We're still looking pretty decent here on SPY on the 5-day, 5-minute, right? We're still above where we were on Thursday, on Wednesday, on Tuesday of last week. You guys see that on SPY. Same thing here on Triple Q. Still well above where we were on Thursday, Wednesday of last week. So even though we're slightly in the red, oh my God, the VIX is up 11%. What's going on with the geopolitical tensions, oil, which I might make a video on that. The elections coming up. Even though we have volatility, uncertainty, the indexes still look pretty good. Sofi obviously looks really good on the charts. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below as always. And don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 40,000 subs here on YouTube. And join the free mailing list. That's linked down below. And if you guys want to support the channel a bit further, check out my Patreon where I'm posting my real-time updates to my Patreon portfolio where I'm buying stocks every single week. And I'm depositing money every single week, guys. If you want to see how I'm building out my real portfolio, that is linked down below, plus the Discord, and you get more access to me throughout the week. That is, again, on Patreon down below in the comment section, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. Get in there, and with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.